Hey everybody, welcome to my very first channel update, and possibly the last one as well. Before I expand on that ominous thought, I want to quickly go over what I'll be talking about in this update. I'll start off with my experience creating YouTube content for the past 2 months, then I'll talk about the channel's direction, including what you can expect to see in the near future, and I'll cap it off explaining why this might be the last update I ever do. Alright, so the overall YouTube experience has definitely been an interesting one. Going into this, I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I've really discovered a newfound respect for the effort people put into editing their videos. If you've never edited a video before, you probably don't appreciate how much time and care it takes to do it well. I know I sure didn't. Depending on how many shots and effects are used, a 30-second clip show could possibly take close to an hour to complete. I mean, usually it's not going to be that long, but it does take some time. There's just so much detail that needs to go into selecting the perfect start and stop times, syncing audio, adding text, adding effects, the whole shebang. It's quite the endeavor. On the audio side of things, the focused effort required to provide entertaining commentary is also a big one. Maybe you've seen bigger YouTubers out there playing a game and referring to it as a job, and you're sitting there rolling your eyes thinking to yourself, come on man, you're just playing a game. If that's you, as it was me to an extent, then I encourage you to seek out the videos of some failed YouTube gamers out there and compare their commentaries to those of the popular channels you've watched. Now, that's not a dig at the people who have tried and failed, since I'm likely to join the ranks soon enough, but you will notice that for a lot of them, their commentaries are in fact inferior. There's a lot of dead time as well as filling space with ahs, or contextless profanity. In general, just a lack of engaging or interesting thought. The point I'm making here is that creating entertaining commentary is a skill, and the people you enjoy watching have almost undoubtedly worked at honing that skill. It takes a lot of practice. And lastly, in terms of experiences, the other thing I learned is a bit about marketing. You might be looking at my low subscriber or view counts thinking, sure you have. To that I say, screw you jerk. But no, seriously, I have. Even though I don't regret doing my series on XCOM and Arkham City, it was foolish of me to expect that they would attract any attention. No one wants to watch a let's play of some random guy playing 5-year-old games that have already been done to death by bigger YouTubers. And for the small percentage of people out there that do, they'll simply search the game on YouTube and be directed to those big channels on the first page. Meanwhile, I'm safely tucked away on page 49, where no one will ever find me. So how do I create content that can be seen and potentially bring in some subs? I've got to think outside the box and focus on doing things that have rarely been done before. I've got to focus on a niche market, and I think I've got it. That segues perfectly into what's next for the channel, and the answer to that is Terraria content. I'm planning on doing 2 Terraria related series. The first one will be a multiplayer hardcore series that I expect will be a very entertaining watch. It's going to be highly edited to focus on the interesting content while keeping the overarching story and narrative intact. There have been scheduling and server issues amongst the crew taking part so far, but I'm still cautiously optimistic that it will happen and that it'll be a great series. The second one I'm doing will be a bows only playthrough. That means no swords, no guns, no magic, no yo-yos. Bows only. It should be an interesting yet challenging run. Beyond that, you might see the occasional release spotlight where I check out a new game, maybe some more GeoGuessr here and there, and I would like to do more multiplayer series, but finding talented and dedicated people to take part in one is difficult to do, so it can be considered an unlikely possibility. That's it for content news. To wrap things up, the reason why this could be my last update is because my channel has an expiration date of late December 2016 in the event that it doesn't experience any growth between now and then. While I do appreciate the handful of people who have supported me up to this point, the honest truth is that continuing to create YouTube content doesn't make any sense if no one is watching it. I'm not looking for fame or bags of money, but I do need some validation to justify putting in all of this time and effort. Even a core of a couple dozen viewers would encourage me to keep going, but without that, what's the point? I'm not making these videos for myself, and if no one else is enjoying them, there's absolutely no value in it. Now, in order to avoid ending this update on that negative note, let me just say that I'm more optimistic for the upcoming plans than anything I've done to date, so there's still a chance that I'll be doing this several months from now. Only time will tell.